This week, I've got something I genuinely think will enhance your life. It'll help you create better memories, it'll make you more observant and appreciative of the beauty of the world around you, and if that isn't enough, it may well be the best present you could possibly buy an older child. And it only costs 50 quid! I wonder if you can guess what it is. These days, we take and upload something like 1.8 trillion photographs a year. Now, according to my mental arithmetic, that's about 54,473 every second. And the thing is, most of them are crap, badly composed, badly lit, or blurred. But what does it matter? Well, firstly, the iPhone isn't just a camera anymore. It's a photo diary of your entire life, searchable by time and place and people. Apple Photos is also the best photograph album money can buy. Instead of sitting there gathering dust and going mouldy like they do in a traditional album, Apple Photos serves up random photographs from your album onto the homepage of your iPhone, your iPad, and now desktop Macs too. I love that! It's great turning on your computer to be greeted by random memory. And I'm sure I'm going to love it even more when the dementia sets in and I don't know whether it's Friday or Monday. But the thing about Apple Photos is, well, crap in, crap out. If you upload badly composed, badly lit photos, then those are the memories that Apple Photos is going to serve you with. And if you don't get rid of all those duplicates you took, it'll serve you 10 of them. And who wants to spend their twilight years in some nursing home somewhere, leaking quietly into an armchair whilst flipping through badly lit, out-of-focus photos of family members staring at their feet? And if that thought doesn't bother you, then there's one other reason you should care about those 1.8 trillion photos you're uploading each year. God only knows how many power stations worth of energy it now takes to store all those crap photos in data centers around the world. And you don't have to be a Taliban-grade extremist tree hugger to appreciate what a terrible waste that is. I mean, if the Earth is going to catch fire and melt, for God's sake, let's make sure it wasn't because we were storing too many blurry snaps of Uncle Dick picking his nose at the dinner table. So what's the answer? Well, in short, take better photos and delete the bad ones. And I'm going to show you how. Now, in my experience, people tend to fall into two camps. Those who can already take decent photos and those who think they can't because they just don't have the eye for it. Rubbish! It's not about having an eye. It's about following a few simple rules which will improve your photos by an order of magnitude. Turn them into things that will make people say, "Wow, did you take that?" I think the easiest and quickest way for anyone to learn to take better iPhone photographs is to head over to the confusingly named www.iphonephotography.school.com using the link in the description below. But not quite yet. I've got some useful information to share about the iPhone Photography School, and at the end, 3 top tips which I guarantee will make anybody's photographs better. Now, the iPhone Photography School does what it says on the tin. It offers a number of courses which show you how to take better photographs. The first is called the iPhone Photo Academy, taught by a chap called Emil Pakarklis. Now, ignore the aggressive sales tactics, in particular the thing that screams 80% discount, ends tonight, with a timer on it which looks like you're waiting for the launch of an intercontinental ballistic missile. Because don't worry, the discount that ends at midnight is replaced by a new 80% discount at 12:01 a.m. the next morning. The course was £49 when I signed up months ago, and it's been £49 ever since. And for 49 quid, I think it's incredibly good value. There are something like 58 beautifully filmed and clearly explained tutorials, and the great thing is that they're all between 10 and 20 minutes long, so they're easy to dip in and out of. The tutorials are available both through a browser and an app where you can download them for watching offline later. And throughout the course, you can post questions under the tutorials, which the school is good at answering. But before you part with your hard-earned cash, who is the course for? What level is it pitched at? Well, in Module 1, Emil says that none of this course will make any difference unless
you truly fall in love with iPhone photography. If you don't have that passion, if you don't have that desire to go out there, to take photos, to run around, to look for the best angle, if you don't have that, none of the things we're going to cover in this course are even going to make a difference.
Emil, what are you talking about? Are you quite mad? You've just said that your course is useless for anyone who isn't passionate about being a photographer. Emil, that's just wrong. Your course isn't just for people who are passionate about photography. It's equally good, perhaps even better, for all those people who don't give a shit about photography, that just want to take a better photo. Of course, Emil's right. You are going to get more out of it if you have that passion or if he manages to instill one in you. But even if you don't, I guarantee you'll take better photos after doing this course. As to what level it's pitched at, well, honestly, I think this course has something for everyone. The first couple of modules are fairly basic and probably aim more at someone who's picking up an iPhone for the first time. Still, I've had iPhones since the very first one, and this section still taught me a few new things, including a better, more stable way to hold it, some settings I hadn't bothered to look at before, and I just learned how a telephoto lens doesn't just zoom in on a subject and make it seem closer, but it also makes distant subjects seem closer relative to foreground subjects. The real meat of this course, though, comes in Module 3. The Principles of Great Photography, which teaches you how to compose a good shot, how to choose the best angle, how to choose a good subject, and as important as all of that, what mindset you need to take standout photographs. This is all really important stuff for anyone who hasn't been taught it before. You will for sure be able to start taking better photos immediately. But even experienced hobbyists like me, who already know a little bit about composing a good shot, will learn a lot from this course. Certainly 50 quid's worth. Anyway, Module 4 looks at lighting, sunrise, sunset, shadows, silhouettes, and nighttime photography. Then finally, in Module 5, Emil brings it all together to show you how it applies in specific scenarios, such as taking travel photos, pictures of children, portraits, buildings, flowers, and so on. I said finally Module 5, that's not quite all actually. There are 4 bonus modules. Of these, I found 2 very interesting, one of which is a more in-depth look at getting good portraits, and the other is the photo analysis section, where Emil goes through photos which I think were submitted by course attendees, explaining how he thinks the shot could have been improved. I quite enjoyed watching those, thinking how I might have taken the shot differently and then hearing whether Emil thought the same as I did. Now, I said at the start of this film that this is possibly the best present you could give an older child, and that's true. More than anything, a large part of learning to take better photographs is about becoming more observant of the world around you. And who wouldn't want that for a child? But more than that, imagery has become such an important part of how we communicate these days, particularly on social media. And then there are the multitude of ways it could help them as they get older. When they go travelling, perhaps if they end up working in a sales or marketing job, or just want to advertise something for sale. They'll get more for whatever it is they're flogging on eBay if it's accompanied with a good photo. One word of advice, though, which is that you only have a short window of opportunity to give this gift to your children. I'd say you want to get them on the course sometime between the age of about 12 and 14. After that, they're only interested in the opposite sex and ketamine. Plus, by then, most children think they already know everything about everything anyway, so you'll never persuade them. Now, I said at the start I'd share 3 things which I think will probably do more than anything else to turn a bad photographer, like me, into a better one. So here they are. They're all explained in more detail in the course. First, the rule of thirds. It works every time. It's so simple and it reliably makes almost any photo more interesting. If you don't know what it is, buy the course or Google it. In second place, I'd say concentrate on the subject, or rather, make sure there is a subject. Obviously, if your picture is of a person, they are the subject, and it's easy. But if it's a landscape or a streetscape and there isn't a clear subject, you can easily end up with quite a dull photograph where it's not really clear what you want people to look at. Finally, having the right mindset, being observant, looking for different subjects, different angles, different ways of telling the story. Remember, as Emil reminded me, if you're taking a photo of a landmark, 1,000,000 other people will already have picked up their iPhones, put it in front of their faces, and taken the exact same shot. How can you do it differently? So there we have it. Hopefully that was useful, and if you'd like to do the course or give it to a child, I'd be hugely grateful if you could use the link in the description below, from which I will earn a small commission. Although I should say I've been recommending this course to friends long before they offered me a commission, so my recommendation really is a genuine one, and not just because I might make a few quid out of it. Oh yes, and when you start taking better photographs, don't forget to delete the bad ones. I now try and make a habit of doing that at the end of any day when I've used my iPhone camera, and that's a hell of a sight easier than waiting until you've got thousands to sift through. If you know anyone who has a new iPhone, or a child, or who takes crap photos, or who has a child who has a new iPhone and takes crap photos, you might like to share this film. Otherwise, till the next time, I've been Arlo Guthrie. Bye-bye.